Hello, my name is Tamara Kachelmeier, and I am enrolled in the music production program at Full Sail University, and I am interviewing Jonathan Vergara, who is the head engineer and CEO of Pancake Studios in Brooklyn, New York. What do you see as the role of visual arts in our mass-mediated world, particularly in your profession?
Well, the role of visual arts can mean a lot of different things, like if I'm in an advertising company, does the art help me sell my work? Does it, if I'm trying to sell antidepressant medication and the art and the visual art is about happiness, because it's trying to tell the listener, the audience, that they'll be happy if they take this pill, then, that's why you would have that visual art, to help sell something in advertising. That's advertising, but being that I'm a music producer and a sound engineer, I think the visual art is very, needs to be on the same page as the music. So, like, if I wrote a song about, someone getting shot a million times, then probably the music video will probably have like a scene of like some kind of drive-by.
With new communications and media technologies, imagery is almost instantly available. Do you believe that this has a positive or negative influence on the industry? And can you provide an example?
Well, with all this technology and everything being digitized and sent over the internet and web, and you can download things, I think that makes everything faster. You can check your bank statements faster. You could, call people faster, email, communicate with people faster. So getting imagery that fast, like album artwork or watching a music video on YouTube, being able to, like, if you want at any time, get such things. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it may take the appreciation away of some things that you had to like wait for or save up or only have rare opportunities for some things. So I think maybe people don't realize the value in some aspects. I think, it's a bad thing as far as that goes. But as far as, having the access and being able to research anything you want and look up anything you want, I think it's empowering, but, I think it's great for the consumer, but maybe the artist gets the short end of it. But I guess, everything's a double-edged sword.
What popular images are frequently rechanneled throughout the entertainment industry?
I think what's very common, and I think what's very prevalent is, what P. Diddy says best is money, hoes, and clothes. That's the entertainment. It's all about being flashy, being theatrical and bigger than life. Money, fame, fortune, and sex. Sex appeal, and that's sewn into the very fabric of pop culture. From Britney Spears, even some of like Michael Jackson's dance moves are very sexual. Like he knew that sold. And yeah, just about, lyrical content. It's all about, love making or not, or exploiting, So those are the images that are rechanneled throughout the entertainment industry.
Are there particular images that this industry has popularized and or created?
There are certainly particular images that pop culture, music, and art have popularized, but everything's been around, like the sex industry, prostitution, that's been around, for thousands of years. It's one of the oldest professions, and then, politics. So these things have always existed, but I guess music and art has helped crystallize them in a way for people to enjoy without having to participate in the actual act.
Who is one of your favorite visual artists, and or what is your favorite style of visual art?
Growing up in New York City, one of my favorite forms of visual art is graffiti. And, now it's pretty clean what's out there. We've gotten really strict with such things. Graffiti is vandalism if it's not your property. So, rightfully so, I guess. But, years ago, I remember walking around on New York City streets, and you would see gang signs and drug turf. But on top of that, you would also get some beautiful artworks and some crazy stuff that reflected the quote-unquote ghettos. Before most of New York City was gentrified, you had a lot of culture and poor, lower income people that expressed themselves in very creative ways. Some were destructive, but some were beautiful. There was a lot more street performers and break dancers, and everyone had such a great time. They'd break open a fire hydrant, and they'd just play in the water of some broken fire hydrant. And I thought that's pretty nice and neat, and it's simple. There's beauty in a lot of simple things. People like to pretend they're very complex, and they're into so and who, and I could say Van Gogh or Picasso or some other really wonderful contemporary artists, but I like the street art. I like the unknown. Someone's not popularized or not making a ton of money. Someone who's just blown off steam because maybe their dad went to jail, or he got angry one night. He spray painted the side of some building in the Lower East Side. That that artwork is I think closer to what people are trying to convey in their music. It's an immediate reaction to their environment that they're getting out through their hands, and some people get it out through words, and some people get it out through performing, and some people get it out through vandalism or art.
Has knowledge of famous artworks influenced your creative process?
Knowledge, have I looked at a Van Gogh piece and immediately was I have to write a song, or no, I don't think so. I think maybe subconsciously it has, but I haven't directly ever been inspired by a painting. And not to say that won't happen or can't happen. I just haven't looked at visual art and was wow, I gotta produce a song. But I am wowed by circumstances, relationships. I'm moved to do creative stuff by love or out of desperation or raw feelings. It's more of an inward thing that drives my production. The visual stuff, I guess it all depends. I guess you could find, a lady or a man, if you're gay or straight, so beautifully striking, I guess it just all depends on how you define art. But personally, no, it's not I've looked at a picture. It's yeah, it's time to write. But I'm not knocking it, and I'm not saying it's not I'm not saying it's not powerful enough to do that. It probably is, but it just hasn't happened to me.